Hi, I'm E.D. Lewis, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to the fourth part in my reading vlog on The Witching Hour by Anne Rice. So there's the cover. um, so I don't know. Maybe I should take my glasses off. Yeah, I'm gonna take them off for the moment. Anyway, so okay, it's been 2 weeks since I did one of these. I wanted a little time to get through the family history because there's 300 years of family history. I just got through it, and it was full. It was full of there was, of course, there was hauntings, there was witch hunts, there was incest. I think it's okay that I say it this time. There was incest and more incest, and yeah. There was it got wild, partly because of the incest and partly because of other stuff. There was disappearances, there was murder, there was all kinds of stuff that happened, and even a few very interesting characters. I will say that the character of Julian Mayfair, he did some terrible things, but he was one of the most interesting in my opinion. There was at least 3 very interesting ones, but I'm just going to talk about the 2. Julian, definitely very interesting, and it would have been cool even if Anne Rice just wrote a book on Julian Mayfair. Actually, that would have been cool, but it's okay. What's another very interesting point in here? Character, Stella Mayfair. She was another interesting character too. She was the grandmother of Rowan, right? No, great grandmother of Rowan, right? Yeah, the great grandmother of Rowan. And she was a kind of a flapper and stuff. She was a wild child. She was one of the wild ones, part of the, one of the wild parts of this history. And yeah, so I really liked her too, and would like to have heard more about her. And I can't talk too much about that because of spoilers. Yeah, so Michael finally made it through the family history and also the reports on Rowan too. And it was interesting to learn more about Deidre and stuff. And I had actually forgotten that Aaron Leitner, not really spoiler kids earlier in the book, that he had met her because she had his card when she was talking to Rita May, when, she was about to have the baby, or right after it was when she was about to have the baby. I'd forgotten that Aaron Leitner had gotten in contact with her completely, so I'm like, wait a minute, what? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, he did. We just didn't hear about it. Oh, and the information about Rowan. We learned more about Rowan and her past, especially. And we even learned a little bit about Aaron himself. And so he's a very interesting character. So, yeah, I mean, we haven't met that many characters from the Talamasca, but definitely I like him probably about as much as I like the character of David Talbot from the Vampire Chronicles. So, which they're very heavy on him in the 4th Vampire Chronicle book. David Talbot, I mean. What was that? Let's see, what else? Like I said, we learn more about Rowan and what the Talamasca thinks about her and stuff. And Rowan is now in New Orleans, and she has finally come face to face with Carlotta, her great aunt, and the stuff that goes down between them. They have a long conversation, and she gets kind of a tour of the house, so we get to see the inside of the house at the current time period. And wow. I will just say that, wow. So the book has gotten kind of crazy, and I'm loving it. So awesome book. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because now I have a little bit of a book haul that I'm going to share with you. Now I know my next video that's coming up, put on my glasses for a reason. My next video that is coming up is a mini book haul, but I filmed that, like some weeks back. Like most of my Saturday videos for the time being are ones I filmed back. So that's why you're going to notice me with like different haircut and stuff, because that was filmed. I pre-filmed a bunch of stuff. So anyway, so let's just start with this one. Okay, so I got this book recently. I was looking for it on vacation, didn't find it. I was looking for it in the second book because my partner had gone to a used bookstore and he found a couple books, 2 of which I already had. So I got them traded in at the local bookshop, and one of the books he got me the one I did keep was this one, Lord of the Vampires, by Gene Cologridis. I have no idea how to pronounce that, and I'm so sorry. But it's the third in a trilogy, and so I wanted to read the rest of it. I haven't read this one yet. It's Dracula related. So here's the first book, and this is not the cover I thought I was getting. I thought I was getting the original cover. This is a re-release cover from around the time that the third book, I think, was at the time that the second book was coming out. So different cover, but very cool. And so it's kind of a prequel trilogy to Dracula. So I don't have the second book yet, but I'm hoping to read these soon because I'm very intrigued by it. And I think the third book actually takes place during Dracula. All right, so this book I got, we're going to jump around because it's just the order I have them in. I got this book on vacation. So now I have all three of the original 3 Omen books. This is the Final Conflict. So this is one when Damien is all grown up. I haven't read any of them, but I've seen all the movies. I have all the movies. But my mom has actually read this. She read it when it came out, and she's not a reader. So I got this, and I have the second book, and I have a Kindle version of the first one. So I'd like to have the other 2 books, the really rare ones, but they're hard to find and they're kind of pricey. I also got this one on vacation, but I was a little disappointed after I bought it. It's called Ripper. So I thought, oh cool, it's going to be about Jack the Ripper. It's an anthology, which I have nothing against anthologies, of course. It was just that I wish I had known that when I picked it up. I didn't realize that. I didn't even flip through it or look at the back. I just looked at the cover. Oh cool, it's a paperback from hell and it's about Jack the Ripper. So yeah, awesome. Definitely pick this one up. I wish I had looked at it because then I was a little disappointed. If I had looked at it, and still would have gotten it, I wouldn't have been, disappointed. I've been like, oh, this looks really cool. But it does have a story by Robert Bloch in here, so that's a plus. Don't fall. All right, this book I didn't get to get on vacation because we didn't go to any Barnes and Nobles or any places like that. So I went ahead and got this recently, and I've been wanting to read this. And it's My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I do have a book review of his coming up. I didn't realize it was that I said it so late, so I think it's actually coming out next month. I thought it was coming out in the next few weeks. It's not. It's coming out next month, and it's on Paperbacks from Hell, so do check that out when it comes out. I've heard a lot of good things about this one, and I love the cover. It looks like an old VHS, and it even has like pictures on the back from from the movie, so that's really awesome. So I got that, so I'm hoping to read that sometime. Who knows when. 2 more here. Another book I wanted to get on vacation but did not find it was Hotel Transylvania by Chelsea Quinn Yarbrough. Not crazy about this particular cover, but there's several covers for it, and it's a vampire horror romance, kind of goth. This sounds like it's a gothic horror, gothic romance, and I'm very intrigued by it. There's like 14 sequels in this series, so looking forward to reading this, and it's not a very long book, really. And yeah. The last one I just ordered yesterday, since it came out yesterday, Friday the 13th, after seeing it on Pax Panic's channel, so do check her channel out, by the way, another shout out, and it is called I, Dracula by D.S. Crow, and so it's a confession of Count Dracula, and so very intrigued by that, so another Dracula book for me to read. Love Dracula. Anyway, so that is all I've got for you. That's my haul. That's my thoughts on the book thus far, and I will see you next time with a new video, and I'll see you Saturday also with a new video. So, see you soon. Bye-bye.